All right, we're going to show you exactly how to make this amazing stone coat countertop. This is not real stone. We do this right over MDF, and you can do it over your old Formica countertops as well. Check it out. Stay tuned. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to make a really cool piece over this black base. And because we have a black base and we're going to keep this relatively black, we're going to add a black base color into some clear stone coat countertop epoxy. Now, why do we add black even though the base is already black? It just gives it that more 3D look, and it melds with the other colors we're going to put in this. So we like this technique. You can go right over the substrate and start there just like we do in many of our videos, but we're showing just how to make this particular sample. So this is our black base color that you can purchase on our website. Do not tint other tints into the stone coat countertop epoxy unless we've showed how to do it. This is formulated to work in conjunction with this base color, so keep that in mind. Do not mix water-based paint into stone coat. Don't do it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add a little bit of black here and tint this. This is enough to do 2 gallons of stone coat countertop epoxy. This is just, under a quart. So we're gonna mix this up. Take my stir stick, mix that up. It doesn't take much to mix this up. It's a very, very high concentrate here, and so it makes it black immediately. So let's go ahead and use that black, pour it out here, and we're going to trowel it out just like we normally do. Okay, so we got the black base poured. I'm going to prime my brush a little bit so that I can do these edges. Do that. And you can see how rich that black already is. I mean, it looks like a piano finish. Now what I'm going to do is chop this surface to get rid of any potential marks from my trowel. Okay. Brush those edges out again so they're not bumpy. And then I'm going to torch it just to get rid of some of these bubbles because they're going to affect the way that my particular color is. You can see how fast that just lays flat again. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some white. I have white already mixed up with my base color and the clear. And I'm going to add some color effects. We're going to do a white ribbon here, which is going to meld with the black, and we'll kind of chop them together. And then we'll add some tan and some brown into here to make more of those. So watch this. This is really cool. So there's white and black mixed together. And now I'll actually take my brush. I have a brush with white in it, and I'm just going to chop that a little bit here, just on those edges. That looks really neat where you kind of meld those together. And then you could take that mixture that you just did and just kind of drizzle it. And that's a really cool effect because we have black underneath, and when we chop it, brings it up through the material. Now I'm going to take some tan and I'm going to spray that directly into the white mixture. And we'll go ahead and take a paint stick, mix that up, spray a little bit more tan in there. This is actually called almond. And now I'm going to do another one of those ribbons going right through here. Okay, and then I'm going to make one that's even darker. This is called leather brown. I'll just spray it right on top of that. And I'll mix that together. Make it even darker than that. Want it a little bit darker. And this is just to add some accent color to this. And we're gonna just roll that right out here. And now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to do the same thing. You notice I started with the white and I'm moving into the darker colors. And that's because I don't want my white contaminated by these other ones. I'm just chopping the edges of this just to kind of meld those together, move them around. Do the same thing here on these edges. And then I'll use my brush as a tool because it's getting saturated here. I'll just use this as a tool just to create some little spidery veins through this. Move those, see how that works? Now if I want a real tight vein, let's just do a vein right here with this color, and I'll keep it real tight. That's how you do it. Just run that stick right through it. And now that's a really defined vein. Now if I want to mix color into that vein, you just simply grab that color and drag through. Because I have a black base color down, it melds with that and makes it look much more natural. And that's really a neat effect. Alright. Now I'm going to torch this and I'm really going to move these colors around with the torch. Now I'm going to take some of that black and go over this vein, just because I kind of made it a little bit too blurry in my opinion. So I'm just going to kind of redefine it with a black line through that. And I think I'll do that right here too, just right through this. I think that makes it look cool. Let's do that on this one too. And go back and forth a couple of times here. You can see how that makes it more realistic. That's what's neat about already having that black base color mixed up. Now we'll move that a little bit with the torch. And there you go. There's another cool sample.